Good morning and welcome back, or indeed just welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. I'm Paul, this is Going Places 110. It's that time of the month again. It's the Jedburgh Cars and Coffee put on by the Borders Drivers Club, so we're heading down towards Jedburgh just now. Lovely day as you can probably just about make out, so we're hoping for a decent turnout of cars. Yeah, let's go. What's great here is that I've just washed the car and it looks like I'm about to drive head first into rain, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Fingers crossed though. Usually about an hour from home down towards the Abbey at Jedburgh. This Cars and Coffee meet that gets put on at the end of every month on the Sunday. Usually a really interesting mixture of cars. For those that are familiar with the channel, you've probably seen a few of the events, so yeah, high hopes for this one. That's the rain on. And now the sun is out again. Welcome to Jedburgh. So there we go, we are now here. I think as sometimes happens, because we're coming from a bit of a distance away, we're probably the first ones here, so we're about 10 minutes early. Good chance to give the car a bit of a dry off after the rain, and yeah, let's see what turns up. So as you can maybe just about make up behind me, that's the first few cars starting to turn up now. The rain's largely holding off. The car is absolutely manky, so that was a complete waste of time washing it before I came down here, but never mind. Yeah, fingers crossed it kind of holds off and we get some decent weather and a decent turnout. So first up at one of these things is always to get a coffee and a bacon roll on board, so that's what we're going to do now. So that's the bacon roll and the coffee being devoured. Fingers crossed that the rain's going to hold off a bit, but it looks like a decent turnout of motors so far. We got a couple of Alfas, 911 up the back there. And then a few classics down this end. We'll have a proper walk around and have a look at some of the cars now. So obviously start with the 570 GT, Ferrari F8. Big fan of this. So as you might be able to make out behind me, that's a really decent turnout of stuff there. So we've got an Avora, 911, Ferrari F8, obviously McLaren. But yeah, some really interesting stuff. I've kind of said before in these videos that part of the reason I kind of like to come to this as a meet is that you've got everything here, from sort of high-end supercars to sort of all sorts of little daily boxes. It's actually a really good mixture. Everything, it's open to absolutely everybody, so if you're ever in or around Jedburgh, get yourself down. Like I say, really eclectic mix of stuff. So we've got the Land Rover here, Fiesta ST, Mark 1 TT, and I presume an M4, CRZ, yeah, or CRZ if you're an American. Spent a bit of time trying to work out what this was when it came into the car park, so it turns out it is a Lancia. It's a Mexico Escort. Oh, this is an actual mini. what I love as well about going to come to events like this is you see the guys convoying in, so it's a great social event as well. Boxster, brave soul leaving the roof off it. We'll see if that turns out to be a great idea or not later on. It's a Holden Commodore V8 Club Sport. I am reliably informed. It is definitely not a Monaro. I'm not getting shouted at twice.
One for sale. I've seen it.
So the collaboration engine, the D45, it's the Toyota and Subaru collaborate together for these. Always been partial to a 911 as well. Well, yeah, okay, at the risk of repeating myself and saying I'm a big fan of stuff, yeah, that's a lovely Avora as well. Hello. Hiya. Hey. Hey, a brave soul getting the roof off today, eh? Hey. Yeah. Oh, hiya. There we go. Oh, what have we got? So a Merc. Here we go. So Mercedes SLK 250. Hopefully making the best of the weather. Z4. Owner was telling me the last time he was down here he had another Z4, but it was black. But yeah, clean example of the Z4. It's not a proper meet without a Golf. One of the hazards of owning a car with white alloys on it any time of year, they're an absolute pain in the arse to keep clean. Looking good though. They're becoming a sort of rarer sight. I remember the launch of the old Citroen Saxo, but definitely you actually don't see that many of them these days. A clean example. And always had a bit of a soft spot for the Alfa, the Giulia. Toyed with the idea of a quadrifolio at some point myself here. A little clover leaf there's the dead giveaway. We've seen this Hyundai at the Bonus Car Show. We follow them on Instagram as well. Every time I see this I always think to myself, you're definitely not going to lose it in a car park. But I'm a big fan of that. I think if you're going to commit to a bright colour, do it properly, and they've definitely done that. Some extra accoutrements on this one. Said it was an M4, called it. It's always little touches like this that I like. The fact that this has still got the tax disc in it. It's also the time you can actually work on engines yourself. 992.2 Carrera, there we go. Actually a big fan of the red interior, I have to say. So just as the AF8 heads off, this D-Reg Beamer turns up, so we'll have a look at that. Hiya. Decided to move the car to get the cover shot done. I think that's going to make for a pretty good one with the colour contrast. It's the CRZ, again, plenty of work being put into stuff like this. No expert, one or two modified bits in here. Another open top, so I like that, another Optimist. Part of the reason I enjoy coming to this one so much is because of the backdrop. It's obviously a very picturesque part of the world. Jedburgh, got the Abbey in the background there, which always makes for a good thumbnail in the videos. Who says there's water scarcity in Scotland, eh? One of my favourite Alfas making a fashionability entrance. Every time I think I've seen everything today, something else keeps turning up, which is by no means a bad thing. But they do make some desperately pretty cars, Alfa. As you can see. That's a substantial BM. And so this is the part of the morning where everybody just sits around, has a little coffee, has a little chat, talks cars. Yeah. And it's even stayed dry. You might not be able to make it out, but there's nothing more early 2000s than a wooden centre console, wooden dash, or fake wood, but woodish, wood effect. Not just humans involved enjoying this one today. Hey, hello. You having fun? Hey, dog. Hey, pal. Hey, so many dogs. Hiya, I see you. I see you. Oh, don't jump out. Just say it in the Audi. Yeah, sucker for an original colour, like that. I like the doors. Yeah, to say it was a simpler time is an understatement. Magazine feature.
I sat on the spotlights in the front here, the bed full of fucking lying pieces in the ground. Full of the
So that's been another successful Cars and Coffee put on by the Borders Drivers Club and Maple House Classics. Again, another good turnout of cars. I think that's the rain just about to arrive. Again, thanks very much to you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're here today or you saw a favourite car, please let me know what it was, and we will see you for the next one. See you later.